Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back for more cowering in terror like a frightened puppy, as the strays stalk the seedy salons and squamous sumps of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. Fortunately, there's no thunderstorm raging outside right now, so hopefully the puppy hiding can be kept to an absolute minimum, because it really was a stark contrast to the accomplishments of the team down in the old dungeon. The strays, man, they've been looking solid lately, more solid than like a marble sculpture of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which is going to be pretty damn solid. That's a lot of rock. Yeah. And I'm loving what they're doing. I'm loving them like they're a McDonald's menu item or possibly a slogan. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm tempted, real tempted, to maybe just run them through the dungeon again, but I think it's time that we mix things up with a little speedball action. And no, I'm not talking about tossing heroin and cocaine into a syringe and jamming them in my veins, thank you. I'm not cool enough for the inevitable overdose to be tragically hip. I'm just not that kind of cat. I won't be the next John Belushi or Chris Farley or Mitch Hedberg or Philip Seymour Hoffman or, any other number of celebrities. I'll just be another dumbass who didn't realize that mixing a powerful stimulant and a powerful depressant was going to trick my brain into not realizing that it's dying until it's too late to do anything about it except stagger out into the street in front of the Viper Room and flop around for a little while. Oh, Pete, really had to go there with the River Phoenix crack? Yeah, I did. Come on. I'm sticking to the formula here. Time plus tragedy equals comedy. And it's been almost 25 years since River Phoenix died now. The only thing most people watching this video know about Stand By Me is that A, the nerdy kid is pretty cool, and B, got to hang out with Captain Picard. C, the fat kid is married to Mystique, and the original Mystique, not the Jennifer Lawrence one. And D, Corey Feldman is a goddamn madman. That's really the extent of their knowledge about the Stand By Me thing. Besides, anybody who's anyone already knows that River Phoenix's best movie was Explorers anyhow. It was fantastic. Also, if you haven't seen Explorers, do yourself a favor. If you can find a copy, see it. It's real good. So let's head down in and take a look at. I did do some off-camera stuff. We sold a bunch of duplicate trinkets, nothing fancy, and also we upgraded some skills and equipment on the strays mostly. We spent a whole bunch of money and then recouped it all by selling off my duplicates. I didn't really feel like that was worth having you guys be in for. It's like 10 minutes of just trooper maintenance. So, ooh, hello. Necromancer Lord, huh? Man, I really wanted to take Speedball in the dungeon, but we've got a boss unlocked. All right. Not only can we not take Speedball in, I was going to sub out Thor Girl and try in with Speedball running out of the 4th slot and just bump the rest of the party up one notch, but we can't. I mean, we got to go take out the Necromancer Lord. We can't not. Let's get the team then. All right, we're going to need some heavy hitters for this. Now, Necromancer Lord, a lot of trash, so we're going to want someone who can sweep that up. I'm thinking Victor Von Doom is excellent in that capacity. We're going to want to avoid bleeds because undead, so Blight would be good, and I'm thinking Alex Olson might be a strong second. Oh, yeah, that's right, Doom and I know, yeah, you guys want to... Oh, I'm not serving with Swamp Thing. I will not go with such a hideous abomination. I'm the ruler of that. Fine. So you're going to be jerks and refuse to work together. Silver Sable, then? Yeah, Silver Sable seems... you know what else we could do, though, that we haven't been taking in a while? Oh, never mind. I was going to say we could take... our, Dick Grayson? Okay. I was going to say we could take Dick Grayson, but apparently Dick Grayson is not maximum rank. That's a fairly considerable oversight. I don't want to take Wonder Woman, because she's a little freaked out, but Jean Grey... We'll spend the cash and upgrade Jean Grey's weapons and armor. I mean, I know they got downgraded when she died and came back from the dead, so we're going to have to fix that anyway. Then we would do... Actually, we're kind of suboptimally positioned to kill the Necromancer Lord, if I'm being perfectly honest. You know what we could do, though? Oh, that'd be dirty. Am I going to... Ooh, yeah. It's just dirty enough to be fucking awesome. Double Gravedigger. I'm liking this. This is every monster truck aficionado's wet dream right here. We're going Double Digger, boys. Double Digger. So, Electronaut Quite Nachos, we gotta blow a big chunk of coin getting your gear upgraded, which sucks, the big one. Oh, Jean Grey's gonna cost an absolute fortune. Like, this is going to cost a literal fortune. Wow, we're going to have to double dip on some of the trinkets, I think. We really need money. All right, what? Okay, let's go get rid of anything. I didn't sell some stuff I thought I might not sell because it'd be like there could be a situation where we might need this. Now I'm just gonna sell anything we have 2 of. Don't need you. I was trying to keep a... we're never gonna use that. Actually, some of the stuff we could probably just get rid of altogether because some of it we're just never going to use. 2 sun rings I actually might have use for. I could see myself using 2 of those at a time. Tome of Holy Healings, we're probably never going to have more than 1 Vestal, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Anything else we got 2 of that? We definitely don't need 2 Demon's Cauldrons. This is your fault, Jean Grey, by the way. I blame you for this, for dying. Like 54 times in one comic. I blame you for that, too, because it did happen. And some of this stuff we could get rid of altogether. Some of this stuff we could just straight up throw in the garbage. Like a disease charm, am I ever gonna use that? No, I'm not. The accuracy I'm never gonna use it. These we don't want to sell because the Hag's Ladle, Wolf's Tassel, and Wilbur's Flag are pretty good. Blight skill bonus, blight resist bonus, disease resist bonus. It's not terrible. The Wolf's Tassel is really, really good for a bounty hunter, and Wilbur's Flag is pretty decent for anybody who wants to dodge. Just plus 10 dodge, which is solid. That should get us the cash we need, though, so let's not sell anything more, and let's go finish stupid-ass Gene. You don't need skill upgrades, too, do you, Gene? Of course you do, because why the shit wouldn't you? You know what, Jean Grey? I'm kind of wishing we had just left you dead. You're bankrupting me. Jean Grey is going to bankrupt us. She flat out okay, all right, back to the... We need cash. I mean, this is going to have to be done sooner or later, so let's just get rid of anything. The stuff we're just never going to use, it's all going to go. Like a stun stone, I'm never going to use that. A stun charm, I'm never going to use that. A move stone, never going to use it. Move charm, never going to use it. Health stone, never going to use it. Disease charm, never going to use it. Debuff stone, never going to use it. Actually, all of the stones, they're all gone. And I'm not talking about the rolling stones, although, I mean, non-zero chance that it's not going to be too terribly long before all of the rolling stones are gone, because they're 8 trillion years old collectively right now. If you add their ages together, it actually is longer than the lifespan of the universe. They have been... Ooh, hello, what are you? Ooh, no. I was going to say, ooh, that's really good. Then one, look at the price, which is ridiculous, although we can bring that down by upgrading our Nomad Wagon. But this is range skills over melee skills. I kind of think like melee highwaymen are actually the way to go these days. Surgical gloves are pretty good, though. Move resist and debuff resist, which we really don't give a shit about for bonus accuracy and bonus crit. That's pretty solid. Tempting, but, you know, if I had the cash, I might consider it. Except Jean Grey is a... goddamn money pit. Alright, well, that's got that sorted. So the skills and equipment thing is all sorted. Electra, you're fully upgraded. Are your skills upgraded as well? No, of course not, because I can't have nice things. Alright, back to the old trinket wagon. Getting a lot of traffic here from the trader. I don't actually think we have to be in this screen to do this. It's just I'm going to be. Accuracy stone, never going to use it. Witch's vial, definitely never going to use it. Warrior's cap. Oop. Warrior's brazier. That I am going to keep, because that's one thing I might actually use. 15% damage for giving up 4 dodge. That's not terrible. Plus virtue chance. Never going to use it. Never going to use it. Actually, even taking an arbalest on a mission in that I might use. Swordsman's crest. Again, possible. Survival guide I actually like. Those are garbage. Highwayman's buckle. We'll hang on to it. Might use it. A speed stone. Never going to use it. I'm never going to give somebody a trinket that does nothing more than give them +1 speed. A quickening satchel. Never going to use it. Manslayer's ring. Maybe. You know what? I say that. I'm never going to use that. There. Now we're at 10,000. Is anybody else going to, like, campaign to absolutely shatter our coffers again? Anybody? Are you guys done with this now? Are we good? Because we still have to pay to provision ourselves for the mission, and that's also not going to be cheap. Jean Grey, you're sorted, right? Skills and equipment sorted. Electra, not quite nacho. Skills and equipment sorted. And I know Silver Sable is actually ready. Silver Sable's the one person who comes prepared. I hate everything. You guys, you're breaking my heart. I'm never going to use that. I'm never going to use that. I'm never going to use that. You know what? Actually, occultist only with plus age dodge. I might use that. I'm never going to use that. Killing incense. I might use that. Highwayman's Buckle. I might use. Plague Doctor's Disease. That I'm never going to use. It's good. I'm just never going to use it because we've got stuff that's better. I'm never going to use a Dazzling Charm. Eye Patch. I'm never going to use that. Chirurgeon's Charm. Maybe. Book of Intuition. Don't hate it. The Jester's Dice. Maybe. Bloodthirst Ring. I'm never going to use that. Bloody Fetish. Never going to use that. Blood Charm. Never going to use that. Okay, for the love of Christ, guys, that's got to be it, right? Nobody else can come along and money pit me. I mean, that's the bottom of the barrel, right? We have hit all the bottom of the money pit now. Unless Doom, for some reason, is not fully up. You guys are gotta be... I hate all of you. I hate it's so much cash. And remember, I did some of this off camera, too, before we even... I'm never gonna use it. Actually, you know what? Plus 5 dodge, I might use that. Hellion's Pendant, Archer's Ring, never gonna use that. Now we just gotta get enough money that we can... I'm never gonna use that, either. I'm never gonna use that. We've just got to get enough money to provision the mission, which we have done. Good. Okay, I don't care. If you guys are unprepared, you're going in unprepared. I have spent an absolute monstrous fortune on skills and armor right now. So, of course, this means we're probably going to go into the dungeon and everybody's going to die. Just to, you know, set us back as much as possible. Unequip all trinkets. Sort them by rarity. Let's equip the trinkets, then. Oh, we've spent so much cash. So much cash. Alright, so what do we got? Ancestor's Candle. Bonus damage and highlight, bonus speed and highlight, bonus dodge and highlight. That's good, but not for you. Somebody's got to tote the No, we don't. Actually, this is one mission where we probably don't need the Ancestor's map, really. Brawler's Gloves, bonus damage, penalty to crit, penalty to speed. I like that item, though, because it makes you do monstrously huge damage. Is there anything we can do to offset that critical penalty? Not I just want something that's plus critical. That's plus 1 critical and plus accuracy. That still gives us minus 2% crit. You know, if we're gonna just tank our crit stat down to 1.5%, what we should do then is just maximize damage. Let's not go for criticals, we just go for overall aggregate massive damage. So then probably a legendary bracer. This is going to tank our speed even lower, but honestly, do we care at this point? I think not. So we've got plus 45 damage. That's a truckload. 16 to 32 on base swings is solid. Victor Von Doom's going to be handing out some beatdowns. He's going to lose every speed roll ever, but that's fine, really. Also, go back to Doom real quick. I need to look at his skills. He has the appropriate ones. We're fighting a boss here. We can't really afford to be suboptimally positioned. Okay, now... this is good for you. Torchlight, bonus damage, bonus speed, bonus dodge, slightly enhanced stress, which we can deal with. I think we just give you this camouflage cloak. That's bonus to dodge and highlight. So you have plus 15 total dodge? Yeah, your dodge is off the chain. All right, now, more dodge for you, which is going to be... we also want to get you some... do we want to just go straight dodge, or do we want to try and get some damage out of you, too? Feather Crystal, bonus speed, bonus dodge? Yes. I like that. What else have we got that's dodge here? Book of Verity, bonus speed, bonus damage. Ancestors, none of this stuff is very good. Or at least not for you. Bonus accuracy, bonus crit. Tanks are dodge. No. No, no. Bonus damage, bonus accuracy, and highlight. We're not going to be able to get your dodge as high, but it's already a 38, which is pretty solid. Can we go? Any like a book of dodge, maybe? Just like a book of dodging. How to duck. Get the fuck out of the way. Solar Bracer. Bonus crit, bonus dodge, and high torchlight. How much dodge? Nah, this is better. I'd rather have the Feather Crystal. Bonus speed, bonus dodge, other enhancements. We are a little troubled for trinkets when we go double Gravedigger, but I think we're going to do so much damage that long term it's not really going to matter. And once again, our Vestal trinkets just, they don't really ever change. It's a Tome of Holy Healing. And our Vestal only Sacred Scroll. All right, provision. Now, don't forget the, excuse me, no combat skills equipped, Hero Jean Grey. Cancel embark. Why does Jean Grey not have skills? She only, man, having you be dead. Jean Grey cost us a fortune, by the way, because she died as a legend and we had to bring her back, but her gear was all still, her gear and skills was level 1 again. Okay, for a second I thought I had accidentally embarked with no stuff, and I did that recently and I was real salty with myself, and I don't really want to do it again. Keep buying the food. I need all the stuff here. We're going to fight a boss. We're not going to dick around. 4 shovels is enough. 2 anti-venom, 2 bandages, 2 medicinal herbs, 1 key. The rest we're going to spend on torches. Let's go. I'm going to go 2 full stacks. I would rather be over-prepared than under-prepared. This is the Necromancer Lord. We want to get to the boss as swiftly and in as, like, the best possible situation. We want to have all of the goodies, all of the stuffs. When we go into the Necromancer fight, we want to be prepared to hand him a monstrously heavy sack beating as quick as possible. We want to throw daggers into his butthole mask. You know, that butthole mask, Necromancer, I really got to say, 1, looks like a butthole, so the attractiveness, it's low on the attractiveness scale. It really is. But 2, you're just begging for people to toss stuff in there. You're just begging to get stabbed. This is a place where people throw knives a lot, and you're just begging for them to toss them right in there. So the Necromancer Lord's going to be here. We're going to make a beeline for that room, avoiding as many battles as we can, which is probably not going to be that many because we are in a high-level dungeon here. This is going to be somewhat difficult. Those books can go straight to hell. Somebody's going to disarm this trap. Who's it going to be? 95, 95. Silver Sable. All right, Electra. Got it done. It's fine. Continue on. We got a room battle. Let's crack a torch. We can burn 1 torch per room and still have, like, more than we need to make it. We've got extra torches in case there are things that lower the light level. We got surprise of... No, I actively wish we had not. You guys have 31 health. We should focus on just killing 1 of these guys. 18 damage is a pretty solid start. Let's do... You know what? We didn't get him. Jean Grey? Okay, Jean Grey delivered. Man, we could have done that so much more optimally had we rearranged things a little bit. We could have thrown double daggers and hit 1 guy, then thrown a single dagger into 1's heart, and then killed the other guy with a lightning bolt. Would have been way better, but, you know, you can't always do things in the optimal fashion. We can't see the future. If I could, I wouldn't be here making video games for the internet. I'd be, you know, like, working on Wall Street, selling hedge funds or something. 13, 17, solid damage output, not enough for a kill, and no reason to shoot at that man now. Jean Grey with an you know, like a surprise dodge there. We're going to go for the group heal, get everybody patched up a little bit. Axe Blade for Not Quite Nachos. The dodge game is going to be real strong if we're in high light. Electra Not Quite Nachos is going to be very difficult to hit. And you know what? Apart from the stun, the movement is largely irrelevant. 16 damage output there for Von Doom. Nacho's ditches her stun. That man gets a knife in the eye. And I think we could probably afford to go for some damage here for Jean Grey. Why does Jean Grey have a weird halo around her head? It's not, I mean, this is not a Sugar Ray song, and it's not every morning around the around the bedpost of my girlfriend's 4-post bed. Or hanging on the corner. Yeah, this is not the corner of my girlfriend's 4-post bed. It's also not 1995, so I should probably not make references to that song. Throw a knife in that man's eye, and I think we'll probably pick to the face this other dude. Having Jean Grey beat us on a speed roll is beneficial. It gives us a chance to get the group heal off, a little dead weight, supremely dodged, and let's just, you know, somebody's gonna beat that guy on a speed roll. You know what? I was gonna say we don't really need the stress relief though. Let's just go ahead and kill him. No chances that he gets some ridiculously lucky roll and beats us. Nachos. Let's have you check the sarcophagus. Slightly ajar. Go ahead and pry that open. Oh, does that not work on that? I thought it was. Oh, well, here, just open it. Hidden treasures. 600 gold. Got a little scouting. I'm never going to complain about scouting. If nothing else, it gives us a chance to know when we need to use torches to keep our light level above 75 as we're walking through the hallways. Nothing wrong with knowing the lay of the land here. Scout, good rule. Units with scouting in 40k, nominally useful. Don't like spiders. One of them is dead, and that's not just in the game where spiders are actually a surprisingly dangerous foe, but in real life too, where I'm deathly afraid of them. Terrified of spiders, and I'm not ashamed of it. They scare the holy living shit out of me because they are creatures of pure malice and hate. There's nothing good or positive in the heart of a spider. At best, the spider sees you as a neutral party, and at worst, he sees you as a victim in which he can impregnate the bodies of, impregnate you with his larvae so that his children might feast on your corpse when you die. That's what I assume every spider is thinking when he sees me. Be like, man, that'd be a great place to incubate my young and give birth to another future legionous horde of the damned. That guy would be a fantastic incubator for my millions and millions of also vile, hate-filled babies. I may be projecting on the spiders a little bit, but maybe only if I am projecting on spiders my own prejudices a little bit. It is only a little bit. Stashed heirlooms. I'll take 4 bucks, sure, why not? 89 light, good enough to get us all the bonuses. No combat in this room anyway. Fantastic, I'm a fan. Keep combat to a minimum. Bash that open with a shovel. Take your gold. Something's got to go, huh? What's that something gonna be? I'm definitely taking gold. Actually, the bandage is an anti-venom. I'm pretty anxious to hang on to. 4 citrines is 1,000 gold, but you know what else is better than 1,000 gold? Like more than 1,000. 1,001 gold is better. Those are just getting abandoned. I'm more concerned about winning the final fight than I am about walking out of here with a gargantuan pile of loot. Although, maybe I should be a little more concerned about the loot situation since I did just spend like 60 grand or something crazy on upgrades. I dropped a lot of cash. Keep the light level high. Gotta be above 75 for us to be at full fighting effectiveness. Oh, good. I was just thinking maybe we could run into the collector on the way to fight the final boss. Because, yeah, that's fantastic. How blight resistant are you? Not that blight resistant. How damage resistant are you? Not at all. So, what's the base on this? 5 points per round for 3 rounds. It's gonna do 15 damage. What are we looking at here? 10 to 21. We're almost guaranteed to get more than 15 out of Silver Sable. We got 10. All right, so he has some protection, clearly. Still, that was a break even, and we couldn't have poison darted him anyway. We've already done 30 damage to the collector. No healer amongst those guys. That's pretty good. Drop a bolt of lightning from the blue from Jean Grey. Get a little bit of heal for Jeannie. Those guys just got pooped on a little bit. We could just keep throwing knives at the collector. You know what? Yes, we're just going to keep throwing knives at the collector. I'm going to rely on Doom to get the job done. That's the other great thing about Gravediggers. They can hit any single slot. All right, that guy's got to die now because he's protecting the collector. But we got ours in while the getting was good. Ouch. We resisted the bleed, but that was a lot of damage. Another head hunt. Resisted the bleed, but still a lot of damage. We're going to take a bunch of stress here. He's showing us the old collection. All right, 11. Not the end of the world. We definitely need to drop a heal. 13 for our Gravedigger. Wow, that guardsman is still up, huh? And still guarding the collector, which is bad for us. We need him dead. Let's just pick to the face then. So, of course, we wasted the critical roll on that. Dagger to the heart. Beautiful. Electra not quite nachos with 26 damage. Things are looking okay. This collector, you should have called a healer, buddy. Make a collect call. Okay, you did in fact call a healer, but she's about to get shat upon. That hurts a lot. That's a powerful critical. You cannot be extinguished while fire burns within. Okay. So are you just virtuous all the time? Oh, once you come back from the dead, you're virtuous all the time. Well, I mean, you're Jean Grey, so I can't really be that enthused about it, but I'm not disenthused, even though I know that's not a word. Keep throwing knives in the collector's heart. He's down to 33 health, man. We've almost got him on the run. One more knife to the heart. Nope, not gonna be enough, but he's definitely within knife to the heart territory now. Comes the head games. You're gonna guard that guy? I'm not even gonna attack that guy. Collector's showing us his collection. That's fine. He's gonna heal. We all saw that coming. It's acceptable. This is what I'm worried about. Not a critic. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's real bad. We're bleeding and hurt. And probably going to win a speed roll. Okay, good. Heal immediately. Patch it up. How big is that bleed? Reasonably large, actually. There's the kill, though. We have got to get the Collector dead. We got to stop dicking around. We got to make sure he's just, at the end of this turn, he has to be dead. Yeah, keep guarding that guy. That's fine. It cost us nothing to have you guard that guy. Dagger to the heart. Not quite in the heart. Dodge it. Man, are those attacks just undodgeable or what? We call a healer? Oh, another headhunter. Actually, another headhunter is really bad for us. We gotta go. We gotta go big heal. We also need to use those bandages. Okay, you gotta murder. I'm really worried about these highwaymen. They do stupefying amounts of damage. Okay, hold on a second. Before we do this, get rid of that bleed. Then, kill the Collector. Okay, so no more of these guys are coming out. We're done with that shit. Their reign of terror is over. Bandage. Kick to the face. 14 is respectable. It definitely puts him in the territory where Victor Von Doom... You've got to be shitting me! Every single hit is an undodgeable critical? I'm getting more than a little salty here. Darkest Dungeon. Oh, finally you attack someone besides our guys who have a billion dodge. This attack must just not be dodgeable. Otherwise, we would have dodged some of them, and this bleed we can't do anything about. Yeah, it was a powerful blow, but it sort of feels a little bit like too little too late. Oh boy, we got a puzzling trapezohedron for that. That was totally worth it. Eat some food. Also eat food. The rest of the food we're going to hang on to. This is just in case there is a hallway battle in this room. We want to make sure that we're in, like, the best possible position to not just have somebody immediately drop dead. Which we didn't. I kind of think we should probably camp. We're definitely going to camp here. Everybody feast. Stress relief is good. Alright, so respite. What do we got? You know, the stress relief, actually, we need to be looking more for buffs than stress relief. Let the mask down. Quarantine. We brought, like, you have no camping skills, Jean Grey? You have literally no camping skills. Brilliant. I'm glad we brought you. So it's nice that you came back from the dead and are virtuous all the time, but it's very much less nice that you really have nothing that you can offer the party whatsoever. So I guess we'll pilfer, pick up a shovel. Night moves, bonus scouting chance, snuff box. We could remove disease. Might as well give a pep talk then. I mean, stress attacks do exist. Pilfer again. And we found a key. Okay. Gallows humor, self only, all companions. There we go. We'll just get rid of your stress. That puts you down to basically nil. Close enough. We can just encourage away the rest. We have no stress. Do we have anything that's going to give somebody some health? I was kind of hoping we'd have like some kind of health recovery thing. Somebody's got to... We can wound care somebody. Well, you're in the worst possible situation, so there's an extra 6 HP for you, all patched up. That'll be 5 pence. Wow, that's kind of a dick move, Electronachios. You offer services and then demand payment after the fact. I think by social contract, you're obligated to state that your services have a fee before delivering said services. I don't think you get a bill after the fact. As long as it's not the Shambler, I don't give a shit. We're surprised, but that surprise is barely relevant. Okay, knife to the heart. I don't want stress. The Necromancer has stress attacks. This is going to be like 30 stress. Oh, she resisted the debuff. Why are we not dodging? We have ridiculous levels of dodge, and we're not dodging shit. Power is purity. We're going to go for the group heal. Big, relatively big group heal. 7 across the board. It's not nothing. Man, I was hoping that would be able to finish that guy off. Ready for the old gods? Every attack is a critical and absolutely fucking undodgeable. These criticals are really becoming a very significant problem for us. Also, we're bleeding again. Double dagger hearts. That gets 1 kill. Puts 1 guy on death's door. We gotta pick to the face one of these guys. We're actually in very... You have 9 damage over 4 rounds? You're bleeding for 1 trillion. Now you're bleeding. Well, we gotta do this. Honestly, I feel like we should maybe Solemnity, but I just want him dead. Oh, this fight. We're having trouble actually getting to the Necromancer Lord. How much damage do we have on this? You have 12. 9 per round for 4 rounds, huh? We never die. We actually need a fight to try and get rid of that. We're going to have to try and heal through that by fighting. Because we don't have any more bandages. None of our pilfer attempts could have got us an extra bandage, huh? I mean, alright. I could give her food, but it's sort of pointless, actually. Because, also restore our party to their original order. Giving her food is pointless because it's not going to keep her off of death's door anyway. I'm going to use my last 4 food to feed the leper. Oh, sure. Feed the leper the last of our food. That's a brilliant strategy. Let's hope this fight is not... I can't believe that bleed. Oh, good. We started the fight on death's door. Fantastic.
On the brink, facing the abyss.
All right. Well, we need kills here. I was going to say on the plus side, we did surprise these guys. But there's definitely no bonus to having surprised them. None whatsoever. It is, in fact, the opposite of a bonus because they're going to get to attack us double round, and we have a person who's on death's door. That's really, really bad. This, I'm more than a little salty here. More than a little. We did get the double shot there, which is pretty... Of course he's going to shoot the... Darkest Dungeon, you're really starting to piss me off here. I'm not gonna lie.
Decimated. Remind yourself that
so we're going into this last fight in what is going to be ultimately a very, very negative situation. We're going to have to use the last of our food to keep her from bleeding to death. So we're not going to use any right now. Oh, actually the bleed went away. Well... Let's hope there's something really good in this Iron Maiden. Nothing we needed. I wouldn't really call it really good, but at least no one died. Man, we're going in with somebody on death's door into the Necromancer fight. That Collector ambush really screwed me, man. On the way to the Necromancer Lord hit by a Collector, that's very unfortunate, and that sure as hell didn't help any either.
His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
I don't care about the efficacy of the Trap Maker. I really don't. Honestly, fuck that Trap Maker. I hope he's burning in hell right now. I hope that Trap Maker's just got kicked in the dick by a donkey and it shattered his testicles. That's what I hope right now. Alright, let's do some damage. 215 health is a lot. You know, we stacked the shit out of dodge on both of our Gravediggers, hoping that they would not be taking damage. I would really like to see some positive effects from having stacked the shit out of damage on our Gravediggers. How much protection do you have? Debuff it says you have none. Alright, well, let's start working them over. Just get the daggers in the... Start throwing them in the butthole, Mask. This is why we brought you. Toss daggers in the butthole. You have got to heal here. If this guy summons a big monster, we could be in very dire straits. That's what we need more of right there. Big old criticals right to the butthole, Mask. Chucking daggers into the butthole. Keep chucking. Clawing dead. You can do this all day, Necromancer. If you want to just keep tossing clawing deads at me, I really don't give a shit. That's fine. A few of these skeletal guys is not really anything that we're too terribly troubled about. Go for the roof heal. 20 aggregate. It's close to enough to keep up.
A dizzying blow to body and...
Could I not, please? Can I have one attack that connects with me that isn't a critical? That's what I would very much appreciate. Just to not get criticaled once or twice. Every hit we're taking is a critical here. Ah, level 5 dungeons are such a pain in the butt. This is just a stress attack. The fact that it makes a bone shield wall is a bit of a problem because those guys are fairly tough. We gotta go for a big heal. Alright, Doom, we're gonna need some... Okay, dodge! Well, it wasn't a critical. I asked to get not criticaled once, and we in fact got hit by one attack that was not a critical, so I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain. Also, our Gravediggers really have been putting up some very solid damage numbers here. They're throwing criticals too. See, back-to-back criticals from Silver Sable Daggers is real nice. We may be able to eke our way out of this one. Flesh is willing. Some damage. You can hear its soul screaming out in pain. Well, maybe you should kill it already, Doom, and then it won't, you know, the problem will be over. Axe blade to the face. Doom doesn't care. It's paltry damage for a man like Victor Von Doom. I say we go big heal again. Although a group heal, I think we're fast approaching a time where that's going to be necessary. Really, I just want to keep pumping daggers into the Necromancer's heart. That's really all we got to do. Just keep chucking the knives, ladies. The man's down to 24 HP. If we can make it through one more round, he's all the way out. That was more damage than I expected it to be. Steel yourselves. We got to go for a Divine Comfort. The critical is very nice. That's sort of what I was banking on, was somebody getting finally a dodge. It's like a unicorn. We've seen it. The mystical dodge in action, folks. It can happen. Speaking of which, much better that they dodged that attack than that the Necromancer dodge, or either one of those daggers miss, is what I was going to say. Or that either of those daggers miss. Stress attack. It's fine. I don't care. Dodge? There it is! Dodge? Dodge? I feel like one of the seagulls in Finding Nemo. Fine? Dodge? Dodge? That one, no, didn't get... Not quite Notches back on death's door. But she's not bleeding. We've got time to rescue her. AoE heal. Critical heal on herself. That's a smart move, Jean Grey. You saved the critical for the right target. We knocked one of those guys into the dirt. Now we just gotta throw... Okay, knife to the heart. There it is. Necromancer Lord is down. Another knife to the heart. I mean, that guy doesn't have a heart, but a knife to the rib cage where his heart used to be will probably get the job done. The Graveyard Slash is down, and we have done everything on this run except also kill a Shambler. I'm starting to feel pretty good about this one. I really am. Give me the group heal. Beautiful. Necromancer Lord is looking like he's all done dealing. Thank you very much. Good night and good luck, Mr. George Clooney. This one is over. 2 trinkets that I'm going to sell. Throw these on the ground, and throw those on the ground, and take all of that. Quest is complete. Let's get the shit out of here. That was ugly. Also, the fact that we got a meager 2,500 gold for killing the Collector, I feel a little salty about that. I'm not gonna lie. We got 1 puzzling trapezohedron for killing the Collector in a max level dungeon. I'm thinking Ancestral Trinket would have been the more appropriate reward. Darkest dungeon. Salty. Still, we did defeat the Necromancer Lord, picked up 15,000 gold, which is like a tenth of what we spent preparing for the mission. But we did succeed, and we've got another legend in Electra Nachios. The Legend of Electra. So bad, it's legendary. +1 crit is huge. Much better than Warren's Adventurer. And Silver Sable got the fits, which absolutely has to be cured. You're saying, Pete, you know, you could cure that disease for free, because the leper, you know, the Gravedigger does have one that heals itself. And while the campaign can steer around, recent events have emboldened the standing roster. Confidence is reported to be at an all-time high. All idle heroes plus 33% stress heal. Very nice. Okay, good. I'm guessing you must get one really positive event after every time you beat a boss. Speaking of which, what do we have? Man, the Gibbering Prophet. That's going to be real difficult, although I do sort of have a plan for how I'm going to deal with that. The Brigand 16-pounder, I don't know if that'll be difficult so much as just an eternal fight. That's going to take 400 years. Formless Flesh is going to be pretty tough. Beguiling Siren and Drowned Crew. I'm thinking the Beguiling Siren is going to be rather difficult. And after that, though, it's just the actual Darkest Dungeon. We do have to get an Antiquarian to resolve rank 6, Bounty Hunter and Crusader to 6. Highwayman to 6. I can't believe we haven't gotten Dick Grayson up there yet. What are we saving those guys for? Is there... I mean, there's no mid-level boss that we're camping those guys on, is there? No, it's all max level, max level, max level. Yeah, there's no reason for us to be sitting on those guys at that level. We gotta finish that out. We don't have a Plague Doctor to 6 either, which is heartrending. Should have been Poison Ivy. Should have been Poison Ivy. All right, I'm done. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see, well, I was going to say more butthole-shaped mask-wearing villains, you could consider subscribing. But considering that there won't be any more butthole-shaped mask-wearing villains, that's actually a surprisingly difficult phrase. Butthole-shaped mask-wearing villains. There won't be any more, so you can't. So I'm just stringing you along on false hopes, I guess. Thanks for watching anyway. I'll see you again soon.